Hello, my fellow mafiosos. I go by the name Kazillionaire,
And I'm Scruffy.
and welcome to the very first episode of The Wise Guys. All right, man, I am excited. Scruffy and I have been talking about doing this show for weeks. We have been way too busy. We've had technical issues, and here we are.
Tell me about it. Oh, man, dude, I just got through with a move to a new studio and everything that could possibly go wrong has. I'm still in the midst, but I got enough stuff up and going so that we could kick out this first episode of The Wise Guys.
Dude, I'm so stoked. So, thank you for joining. This is, like I said, our very first episode. What this show is a show all about the Corn Mafia Guild. The Corn Mafia Guild is a community of people that formed around the upcoming metaverse game called Cornucopias. If you need more information about that game, we'll put a link in the description and you can check that out. But basically, we are a community that found each other in the Cornucopias Discord. We started forming maybe in the fall of last year, October, November. Right around December, we decided to come out of the shadows and form this guild. So we came together and started planning, started putting things together, and now we have this show so that we can provide you with updates and news, because a lot has happened since then. We have a lot of things to share with you.
Now, there may be a lot of people out there, Kaz, that don't know what a guild is. And just to pop in real quick, in case you're wondering, maybe you haven't been in other games, haven't been in guilds, it's pretty much just a community of people that are working together towards a common goal. You combine resources, you combine time, you coordinate efforts. And there's also a social aspect. As you guys may know, you hop in a game, you may not know a lot of people. I came into the game, I think it was late April, early March. And it's been amazing, the response and all the cool people like Kaz that I've met and everyone else in the Corn Mafia Guild. So if you're not in a guild, and there are several others out there, I urge you, for your own benefit, join a guild. Doesn't have to be ours. Obviously, we think ours is the best. And in fact, Kaz, you've got some milestones that we've reached that kind of speak to that, right?
Absolutely. We have a lot of milestones. A lot has happened in a very short amount of time. Let's just put it that way. So like I said earlier, we did form, at the end of October, November. And once we decided to really get organized in December, that's when we started talking about, forming a Discord and social media and things like that. So right around February is when we actually put together our own Discord, which was kind of new for all of us, right? We had no idea what we were doing. So we worked together, we put together the Discord. And then in March, we started sort of organizing the Discord, right? We started out with putting, our mission statement, our rules. Then we started to add some roles in there, because we started to slowly recruit some people, again, from the Discord, the Cornucopias Discord, people that had different skills that they had in real life. And we realized that we were going to need to be able to do a lot of things. So we started forming roles. We started asking people if they wanted to work in these groups together, more specific things like, website design or social media or, recruiting for the guild, things like that. And then at the end of March is when we started setting up our social media. At this point, our Twitter, I would say, is going to be our main social media outlet right now, just because until we have gameplay and things like that, we're not going to have a lot of video to share. Eventually we'll have, a YouTube and a Instagram and things like that. But right now we're just kind of focused on Twitter. If you want to check out,
of course, we do have a YouTube channel because we're on it right now, right?
We do?
We do.
YouTube channel?
We do. We're on it right now, live.
Oh yeah. But there you go. You can see our Twitter. If you want to check it out, go to Corn Mafia Guild, and we try to keep you updated there with all the things going on. Also, we have a member named Stein, who is just a website genius, who put together our website, I believe back in April or May. He put together this website for us, and it's beautiful. We're very proud of this website that he put together for us.
Lots of great information. I see a quote on the page that just looks absolutely brilliant. Somebody wrote, "I've been in several guilds in other games. None have been as well organized, singularly focused, or well executed. Because of this, I know we will dominate." I don't know who that guy is, but clearly he has genius amongst him. But no, in all seriousness, all kinds of great quotes and information. Like you say, you got the DAO token there spinning, which we're going to touch on here in a few minutes. And shout out to Stein for doing such a great job on the website.
I agree. I was blown away when I saw that for the first time. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So, things are coming along. And speaking of the Discord, like I said, we started out with fewer than 20 people in our group, and we're now approaching 700 members in the Discord. And I think, for me, the most substantial accomplishment so far is definitely going to be the creation of the DAO, which our founding members, Jax and Vape, they really did some miraculous things putting this DAO together. I couldn't believe just how quickly it all came together and how beautiful it is.
Real quick, funny story about the DAO. I had just joined the Corn Mafia, and I was reading some article on some other website about DAOs and what they were. I'd heard the term thrown around, and I didn't really exactly know what it was. But I came to find out that it stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization.
Mouthful.
And as I read more and more about them, I thought, oh my gosh, we need to have one of these. And I typed it in the chat. Hey guys, have you guys thought about, doing this? And another one of our co-founders, Ninja, says, shh. As in, it's coming. We're working on it. And a couple of weeks later, they announced the first DAO. Speaking of milestones, one of our biggest is the Corn Mafia Alpha DAO. And it has been a huge, huge success.
That's amazing.
We had 400 tokens, and those are in various people's hands, giving them a percentage of what it was designed for, which is purchasing land in the first ever Cornucopia's land sale. Mm-hmm. And we did that with flying colors, and I'd like to share my screen here as well. And over here, we've got the Landau Alpha wallet. And if you guys will notice, count them, 171 NFTs. Absolutely incredible. Great job to everyone involved with that. I know we've got an Alpha DAO board. I know that's generally made up of founding members. Again, I'm not going to name them all because I'll miss somebody, but go check out our Discord server, see who's on the Alpha Landau, and they've all put in tremendous work. I know that, again, Jackson Vape had a huge, huge hand in doing that. They do a lot of the heavy lifting behind the scenes. I know that Ninja was sniping stuff during the land sale, trying to get stuff at great prices off the floor. And I know that several others were contributing as well. So kudos to going on with that. It's just been an enormous success. And we've got another one coming up, don't we, Kaz?
We absolutely do. And I mean, success is the word that comes to mind. I couldn't believe how well that went, and I was just watching it happen, and I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it. Speaking of, Alpha was the first, Beta is now the second, right? So we now have the custom dome sale coming up from Cornucopias, and we're gonna do it all again with the Beta DAO. So as a huge a success as the Alpha DAO was, I can't wait to see what happens with the second, the Beta DAO that's coming very soon.
And it's right around the corner, as a matter of fact. So, a couple of big things to note. The way to get whitelisted for the Beta DAO is to have an Alpha DAO token. So if you don't have an Alpha DAO token and you would like to get into the Alpha DAO, as well as have, that whitelist chance to get into the beta, because it's going to be a limited supply again, then make sure you head on over to jpg.store and pick yourself up an Alpha DAO token. Now, those of you who do already have it, or if you get one before, I believe it's the 7th, is when the very first round is going to open up for the current Alpha DAO holders, then you're going to be able to mint before anybody else. That is the way to get in if you want to be guaranteed a spot. Now, a few other details about it is that it is going to be limited to 400 tokens. And remember that all current holders are going to be whitelisted. Second of all, the prices changed a little bit. If you minted in the alpha, it was 250 ADA. The price for the beta is going to be 500. Now, the reason for this is we expect the dome prices to be higher. And we still want to accumulate many domes like we did in the alpha Landau. And we also want to have enough ADA to be able to start building some of those domes early on. So I understand a lot of people are gonna maybe get a little bit of kickback, but there is a reason. And trust me, remember, everything that is invested into it will come back, right? Because you're talking about all of the profits that are acquired from the DAO. Those are going to be paid out. Yes, there are going to be some, small administrative, percentages and things like that. But the majority of it is going to go all back to the token holders. And we also do other incredible things in the DAO, like giveaways. Yes. In fact, recently we gave away 4 javelins to people that had sold land to the DAO or had donated. We had amazing turnout during the land sale. We had people literally just handing over, just giving land to the DAO because they knew what of an advantage. And we also had some people sell it at a very slight profit, not nearly what they could have gotten, on the open market.
Sure.
And those people also have been blessed with a special Discord role as well, which the memory of the DAO is like an elephant. So, but 4 people walked away with javs just for kind of doing a civic type duty. Yeah. And in fact, speaking of javs, I've heard this in the Discords. Don't tell anybody. But I've heard that you have one heck of a Jav story. And I'm dying to hear. Do you have time to tell us that?
I have time to tell this story to anybody who wants to hear it, because it's like one of the coolest stories in my life.
Let's hear it.
So I think I might actually have the coolest javelin ever made. And the reason I say that is,
that's a pretty tall tale, but go ahead. You have piqued my interest.
Yeah. So if you guys know this or don't know this, when Cornucopias minted the javelins, there was a hiccup in the minting process. A lot of us that minted, we were able to get into the queue, but there was some sort of hiccup in the system, and the javelins weren't. They couldn't finish out the mint. So the Cornucopias team decided just to give anybody who entered the queue their javelins for free. And when I heard,
had ADA in their wallet, they had to have ADA in their wallet, and they had to be in the queue. And if they met those 2 requirements, they got a free one. Amazing job by the team, by the way. Yeah, I can count the number of projects on one finger that would do something like that.
Exactly. So I happened to I had two computers open, right? And I happened to get into the queue twice. So that the night that they were delivering the javelins to everybody, I was home. I had both computers open, and the first javelin that showed up in my wallet was actually a rare javelin that I got for free. So I was already over the moon and just couldn't believe it. I was, very excited, right? So I'm in JPG store because the other one hadn't showed up yet, and I'm in JPG store looking at the ones that are being listed and whatever. And I'm already thinking, well, maybe I won't get the second one, right? It's been a while. It hasn't showed up in the wallet. That's cool, whatever. I have a rare. I don't care if it shows up at this point. So I have my wallet connected to JPG store. I'm in there shopping around, and all of a sudden, this black javelin shows up.
You got a mythic, didn't you?
Wallet.
You dirty dog. Woo!
And so my heart stops, right? Because at first I'm like, well, hold on, make sure this is real before you start freaking out, right? Because this is, you're in shock when you see something like that. So once I came to reality and realized, yeah, you have a mythic javelin in your wallet that you got for free on top of the rare one that you already got for free. Then I thought, okay, well, I need to get this into a little safer situation, right? Into my wallet. And I happened to look at the number. It's number 0420. Top that.
How apropos. Oh, when we started this, I thought you were going to tell me it was like 0001, but that's almost even better. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a great story, man. That's great. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And yeah. I don't know if I'll ever use it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's safe right now in a ledger. And I, we'll see.
Beautiful.
One idea I do have, though, I think that over time, somebody in our guild is going to prove to be just an absolute genius when it comes to racing javelins. And I am completely willing to let our best Corn Mafia javelin racer take the mythic and win some races. I'll keep the badges or whatever, and you can keep the rewards. So
challenge accepted.
Yes, and I can already tell you it's not going to be me. That's
we do have fun in the Corn Mafia Guild, don't we? All right. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, live on camera. So get your thumbs ready, get your racing skills ready. You might be able to drive that 420 mythic.
Yeah. And Charles Hoskinson, if you're watching, you can drive the mythic too, man.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Great first episode, man. Had a blast doing it. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, real quick, I wanted to talk about how to join the Mafia in case you haven't already joined. Hop in the Cornucopia's Discord server, head on over to the guild chat, and make sure you reach out to one of our fabulous recruiters here. The list is too long, really, for me to read, and I'm sure I would butcher pretty much every single name. So I think that's about gonna wrap it up for us. I don't know where Kaz went. I think he had a phone call or something. Kaz, you there? You there? All right. Well, anyway, come join us. Join the Corn Mafia. Remember, you don't have to game alone unless you're doing a video with Kaz. We'll see you next time.